Hey guys, welcome back to Diecast Reviews. Television review on Glow Racer Wingo. Of course, part of the Glow Racer line that's been going on for, a couple of years at this point. But yeah, I'm not really sure what it's devolved to at this point. Because, initially, the Glow Racer line was a way to get glow-in-the-dark Piston Cup racers. Jackson Storm, Lightning McQueen, Cruiser Mirror, stuff like that. Also had a couple of crew members, Fillmore, Mater, stuff like that. So it was, Chase Race Law was released. It was kind of a T-Rock series or XRS, stuff like that. But it was crew members and race cars. And now, when they had Ramon, Ramon with the paint gun. And now you've got here in the fifth wave or whatever this is, you had Will Rush released in this series. You got a Ryan Inside Lane, Dan Garcia. I'm thinking about you've got a lot of really kind of random releases here. But like I said, Piston Cup racers for the most part were the ones released in this line. But now you've got Glow Racer Wingo, and it's an odd release, but at the same time, you think about it, well, in the movies and cars, the tuners did glow in the dark, right? They had stuff that lit up when they ran down the highway, so in that regard, it kind of makes sense. But yeah, it's just kind of a weird turn that this line has taken. You can see these are kind of some of the other releases that they released. This was in the first wave, second wave, third wave, I believe, fourth wave. I don't know. It's had a lot of waves at this point. Like I said, I think these guys came out in 2023, and it was 2025, and we're still getting new Glow Racer. So I'm not really sure if they're planning on stopping this line or just having it going and have it go indefinitely. But like I said, not when you think about it, really not the weirdest release. Certainly not any less weirder than Dan Garcia or Will Rush in this series. Because like I said, the tuners did glow in the dark in Cars 1. Well, we will see how actually well this glows in the dark. Because like I said, haven't had much success if you've watched my other videos with the Glow Racers. And also see how accurate it is, if it is at all accurate to how Wingo glue in the dark in the movie. But enough yapping, let's get Glow Racer Wingo here out of the package. So here is Glow Racer Wingo out of the package, and he does look very nice. Now the first thing you'll notice here right off the bat, the green is of course kind of a little more faded, kind of a mint green. A more faded green compared to the green that Wingo usually has. I'm assuming this is the part that glows in the dark, so of course we'll take a look at that, hopefully. But yeah, let's get right into the review. He's got his normal kind of Wingo expression there. Got the normal flames on the hood, purple flames on the hood there. Looks really nice. Go to the side. You've got his Wingo graffiti there. And I do really like these kind of green rims here. I'm assuming, hopefully they glow in the dark, but they look really nice. Neon green rims look really, really cool. But yeah, there you've got Wingo graffiti. Or the normal graffiti the Wingo has. I don't think this actually says anything, but I've never learned in whatever 20 years of the Cars movies being out. But yeah, there you go. And of course, a nice orange paint job there. Design in the back. Really, really like those lime green rims. And you can see the spoiler is a similar color to the rims. Hopefully the spoiler glows in the dark as well. I'm not sure, but there you go. And there you can see the mint green on the roof. Taking a look at the back, you've got the Wingo license plate. And you can see that this is the Wingo with I guess they've decided to add a flame version, or release it as kind of a Wingo with flames version. Maybe this glows in the dark too, although I wouldn't bet on it. But it is a lighter green than what it normally is. And again, we'll compare that in a second here. And then here you go to the other side. And yeah, this side much the same. Of course, these cars are made in Vietnam. The Glow Racer, I guess they're made in Thailand. They used to be made in Vietnam, but I guess now they're made in Thailand. So there's my mistake, but there you go, made in Thailand. All the other date stamp stuff. U32A. That's when this was made. This was actually made last year. Interesting. But yeah, I will say one of the things I do appreciate about the Glow Racers is that they're one of the last. Move the camera there. They're one of the last card backs to come with a name tag. I think that's pretty cool. Obviously, all the other ones we've moved to just the airtight packaging with no name tags. But I think the Glow Racers, pretty cool that they still have the name tags. Anyways, let's compare Wingo to his normal version. Of course, you've got this one with the flame version, and this is just the normal version, but they're kind of both identical. So we'll just take a look at the flame version, since this is technically Wingo with flames. But you can definitely see the contrast there in the green. Purple, pretty much the same. So you can see the rims, different color and all. The graffiti design is pretty much the same. So you can see the spoiler color, and there you can see the color on the flames, with this just being ever so kind of a more lime color, I guess. This is kind of dark green, and this is more of a lime color. But yeah, definitely you can see the faded green, or I guess the mint green, on this Wingo as compared to the normal Wingo. And again, I really do like the rims here. But yeah, I guess there's the comparison. And I guess not much else to say here on Glow Racer Wingo, aside from testing him and seeing if he actually glows in the dark. If you recall some of my other videos, I believe actually Chase, Race, Lot, and Fillmore, both of whom were kind of a neon green color, were kind of the best performing when you put them under the lights, or turn the lights off, I guess. And all the other ones were kind of, I couldn't really get them to glow. Again, not sure if it's user error, but, you know, you assume you just turn off the lights and they're supposed to start glowing. But we'll take a look here. We'll be right back with the lights off and hopefully Wingo. Now, I will say, I'm not sure how well this picks up on camera, but I turned them off and almost immediately, I mean, he is, you can see he's glowing. I mean, you can see the outline of Wingo right there, right? There's my finger, but the spoiler doesn't really glow. That's the spoiler right there, but the main body himself, I mean, it's glowing pretty nicely. Honestly, this is about as nice as you could hope for. There you can see him. Pretty nice right there. I mean, this is about as nice of a glow in the dark as you could hope for. I think this is definitely the best performing one so far, because you can actually make him out on the camera there. So yeah, Glow Racer, he doesn't even pick it up as nicely on the camera as it is in person. It is actually glowing. You can tell it's glowing in the dark. Yeah, so this one is approved. This is probably the best performing glow in the dark version we've gotten so far. So really nice, really nice. Yeah, so based on that clip right there, I'm really pleasantly surprised that Wingo actually glows really nicely in the dark. I guess it makes sense that a neon green car would perform the best. But I mean, you guys can watch my older videos. The red car, McQueen and Mater, had really big problems of glowing in the dark. Cruz almost didn't. Ramon and Jackson, the dark blue cars, big problems. All the random next gens. The best performing ones were also Fillmore and Chase, which were both obviously kind of the same green, like this color here. So maybe it's that this green paint right here is really good at glowing in the dark, or maybe, I don't know. But this Wingo, bar none, the best Glow Racer so far. Really pleasantly surprised. And I've complained about the Glow Racers in the past for not doing what they're supposed to at all. But this one does its job. Really impressed by this Wingo here. Yeah, I mean, not much else to say aside from well done, Mattel. Thumbs up. I'd like to see, you know, maybe get the rest of the next gen, not next gens, the rest of the tuners. Although again, none of those are green. You know, Boost, purple would be kind of hard to glow in the dark for them. It seems blue for DJ. Maybe orange for Snot Rod would work well as a glow in the dark. But the other two are kind of colors that don't really seem to work well. But green, yeah, really nice here from Mattel. So props to them. Don't have much to complain about. Really pleased with this Glow Racer. You know, I've complained about the Glow Racers in the past, but this is an unorthodox choice. Like I said, it was an unorthodox choice, but I think it makes sense. It's a choice that makes sense, and it's a choice that they have executed. So nice job by Mattel. I will give them props for this one. But so really, you know, I'm pleasantly surprised by Wingo here, Glow Racer Wingo. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the Glow Racers. Maybe you guys have better success with the other ones and they all glow in the dark for you as well. So this is not something that's, you know, you're wowed by, but I am, because this is the best glowing glow in the dark one they've got so far. But let me know if you've picked Wingo up, how he glows in the dark for you, what you think of these Glow Racers in general. If you think they're going to continue this line to 2026, like I said, it's 2025 and they released new cars earlier in the year. Jackson, Strum, and Ramon, I believe, were kind of early 2025 releases. He's kind of a mid-2025 release. I don't think they'll release one in the winter, but maybe 2026 they'll have something out in the spring again. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think, if they'll continue this line, if you want them to continue this line. If they keep releasing cars like this, I wouldn't mind. But if they go back to ones that don't glow in the dark, they can kind of cancel the line. But let me know what you guys think about all that down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.